Hey guys, we're super excited to be here at the LA Fit Expo. It's our third year in a row. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be launching the Tasty Pastry. It's a low-carb Pop-Tart. It's got 3 to 4 grams of net carbs. And we love this show. This is our best place to be in LA.
Welcome back to Legendary Foods Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo and today is Tuesday, October 20th, 2020. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. If you haven't read anything by Brené Brown or seen any of her stuff on Netflix, then you know that she's a huge advocate for letting go of who you think you're supposed to be so that you can embrace who you were meant to become. And fart for me to say who Cyd Gillon's supposed to be, but as an outside observer, it looks like she's dead set on becoming a 4-time figure Olympia champ. The closer we get to the show, the more we are starting to see Cyd come to life. It's almost like she's shedding her skin so that she can grow into the unstoppable, fire-breathing monster that we've seen dominate this division for the last 3 years. But here's the scary part. If she's still in the process of shedding who she was supposed to be, just imagine what she can do when she embraces who she was meant to become. I don't think he can win the Olympia again unless I retire. Those words, ladies and gentlemen, come from your defending classic physique champ, Chris Bumstead, during an interview last night. Some people might have heard the quote from Chris and not have gotten upset. But me personally, I love it. This reminds me of old school bodybuilding back in the 90s, when we had real rivalries up there on stage. I want my champions to have irrational confidence, and I want them to believe that it's impossible for them to lose. That's how they should think. That's what a championship mentality is. It's never quit, never surrender, never say die, and you're damn sure never giving the competition any reason to pat themselves on the back. So if I were Chris, I'd keep it coming, because all it does is put more pressure on everyone else to step up their game. Hey, look over there. You see that guy over my right shoulder? For those of you who don't, that man is Hottie Shupin, and he's about to put his footprints all over the Olympia scene. With all the talk about Brandon versus Phil going for his 8th, and Flex Lewis making his open debut, for one reason or another, people seem to have forgotten the man who absolutely lit that Olympia stage up on fire with his electric third-place performance last year. Hottie is no joke and everyone knows it, yet somehow he's been absent to the title contender conversation for the last month or so. How is it that possible for a guy who walks around looking like he's carved out of granite? Am I missing something? Was he not the People's Champ last year? And wasn't he the biggest story of the entire weekend outside of Brandon Curry? Yeah, I thought so. So maybe now would be a good time to start paying attention, because the Persian Wolf is not one you want to sleep on. I read a news story that completely blew my mind this morning. Did you guys know that the wildfires in California have burned over 4 million acres already this year? That's almost 4% of the state's landmass. And as of today, there are still more than 20 fires burning across the state. My heart goes out to my friends on the West Coast who've been dealing with these tragic losses in the wake of these events. But that being said, Florian Poirson might be the only thing on this planet hotter than the state of California right now. Florian's less than 5 weeks away from his debut at the Romania Pro, where he's about to get his first taste of what life is like on a pro stage. And based on some of the early reports from Florian's team, he should be coming in close to 9 pounds heavier than he was when he won his pro card last year in Portugal. And he'll have better conditioning. And if that's the Florian we get, I can see him finding his way into the top 5 conversation. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions. And make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.